We're going to start with Leland Vittert, who's actually live down there in Florida. He's in Daytona Beach. Leland?
Hey guys, some of the 350,000 people without power are those all around us. We've got some transformers that have blown as the squall line that's right before some of the big eye wall bands started to come in here to Daytona Beach. It's pretty dark, but you get a sense of some of the damage here. This was the roof over a gas station, and it is now the roof that has crashed down next to the gas station. This is one of the many gas stations that was out of fuel. The storm surge has started here as well. It may be difficult to see, but right over there you've got a lot of water that's now flowing down here off of the beach. The stop sign back here blowing pretty good in the wind as well. I've got that, and you can see probably the lightning lighting up, which is about the only lighting that we have here. Going forward, this is only going to get worse. We're still a couple of hours away from the eye, so that means the winds pick up, the storm surge picks up, and the storm surge is what everyone's so worried about. By high tide, which will be about noon, the water will be here by the time that happens, up to here on me, which means clearly flooding people's living rooms all over. Transformers have been blowing. We've got a lot of lightning too, and that's where you get the threat of tornadoes built inside of these hurricanes that can be even so much more destructive. We're hearing some alarms here at the gas station, probably coming from right over there, and you can see that the force of this hurricane has blown open some of the gas pumps and those kinds of things. No smell of gas, though, which is something that you'd worry about right now. You can hear now the thunder that's coming in. Just a couple of minutes ago, we got a really strong gust of wind, much stronger than right there. And you can see some of the sheet metal that's now flying around here. We're going to try to get on the other side of the sheet metal so that it doesn't come and whack us out here. You can see it flying now all around. We've actually put our camera crew inside of the car in order to try and keep them safe, so you can see the windshield wipers going back and forth here. A lot of debris flying around, and this is the debris that is so dangerous now when it gets into this storm and starts getting flown around. Pardon me as I'm not looking at the camera. We're trying to figure out stuff's going. Good news is we're in front of the power line, so if they go down, they're going to go down that direction. This sheet metal has incredibly sharp edges down here. This comes through and hits somebody in the head or something like that, you can imagine the damage that it will do to anyone. That's what makes this so dangerous in terms of the wind, is this hurricane is coming ashore. What makes it so dangerous afterwards, the storm surge that would be coming. We're already seeing water coming across the main roads here. Not much water, about 6 inches or a foot, but by 2 or 3 feet as high tide comes up, that's when it can start washing away vehicles. I talked to the Daytona Beach police chief, who's about a mile from where I am. He just left our location. He told me that there's even more flooding, and then we've also got some really serious, not only flooding, but power transformers blowing as well. Guys?
Okay, Leland, so we can tell you're in a developed area of Daytona Beach, and one of the reasons we put the reporters there is so you are near a building, because the winds are so strong they just blow you off your feet. How far are you to the beach where it's really blowing?
We're right now about 150 or 200 yards away. You get a sense in terms of the way that the winds are. You can see the palm trees right up there. They're a little bit above what you might say is the wind line, so you can see them going sideways. It's probably a good 20 miles an hour stronger up there than it is where I'm standing right now. We're getting a little bit of shelter from this thing, the fallen over gas station lid. Hotels around here that are 2 or 3 stories, they block a lot of the wind from where we are, and then we've got some safe havens around here to get to as well, and of course our car as well. I hope National Rent-A-Car executives aren't watching this live shot. We'll bring it back in good order, we promise. But the big issue right now for the wind is at what point it becomes the police become unable to move around, and that's what the police chief was talking about, is once we get through this next lull and then the band that comes in for the eye wall, the police say they're not going anywhere, and believe you me, we're not going anywhere either as we sit next to them and watch the storm come in.
Well, I'm fearful for you. That stop sign behind you has just been shaking. Exactly. All right, go get in that rental car and stay safe.
Yeah, keep an eye out.